Christmas coming up and you don't know what to do? Well, I'll show you one of my favorite salmon things to do. This is a simple cured salmon. It's only about 5 minutes of work, a little bit longer if you're going to fillet it yourself, which I didn't do. I bought a ready fillet. But come in closer and I'll show you how I do it. So, start off with some very fresh salmon. Then I use coarse sea salt, rock salt, some sugar, and then I have a mixture of peppers and some juniper berries. I like the flavor of juniper with the salmon. And then my unsuccessful presentation of my bottle of gin, but this is blood orange gin, one of my favorites at the moment. And for visual effect, the beetroot. You want to crush your peppers, your juniper. They will impart more flavor that way. Mix the stuff up in a bowl and basically cover your fish with it. You could add some rosemary. You could vary your peppers. You could only use rosé peppers or green peppers, you name it. You could use some chili flakes. The options are pretty endless. You want to cover your fish, making sure that on the thicker part you have slightly more of the salt, obviously, and just try and get it sort of even, or try and avoid over salting parts of it. Now, I don't normally use all that much salt on this, so I let it cure for 2 days and there is no excess salt. Some recipes call for using probably 5 times more salt than what I did, and I think it's just too much and you really run the risk of over salting your fish. You've got to be pretty quick. You can probably cure it in a day, and I'd rather just let it cure for 2 days and not end up being terribly salty. Now, I could have used a little bit more beetroot than what I did, but this kind of, I only bought one, so that's all I had. You could also use blueberries to color them. I've never actually tried using the blueberries, but I presume it would probably impart some flavor, but the beetroot actually imparts no flavor whatsoever. I cannot taste the difference, and it's only to make it look nice. And then for the alcohol on top, now you could use vodka, you could use Calvados, you could use brandy, cognac, various gins. This blood orange gin is one of my favorite things to drink at the moment, so I decided to use some of that. But you could use basically any alcohol of your choosing. Then this needs to go into the fridge for at least a couple of days. Cling film, some people put weight on top, a milk carton or whatever. I don't bother. If I was doing an entire fish, 2 fillets, one on top of each other, then I would probably put some weight on top and I would flip it over. But seeing as though this is just a small piece, I just leave it like this. And note of caution, make sure your container is deep enough, because the salt is going to draw liquid out of the salmon and you do not want your fridge full of pink salmon juice. After 2 days, you remove the cling film, remove your spices, whatever's left, and the beetroot, and then slice it on a bias. The salmon will feel quite a bit firmer now. It has lost quite a bit of liquid as well, and it really looks nice. Be sure when slicing on a bias that you don't cut into the skin. You can actually fry the skin and make crispy bits out of that and use that on a salad or just as a snack. There you have it. Salmon cured with gin. Let's see, is this any good? It looks nice. It's like It's salty. You can definitely taste the gin. It's a little bit sweet. It's a stunning piece of fish. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a good one.